say, oh yes. I see some guys who want to injure while I'm labor for. I see some guys who want to take away my own pay. Every day she passes by, they won't stop calling her name. I look at them and say, guys, wait for your time, oh. Wait for your time, oh. God, wait for your time, oh. Oh, you ugly babu, wait so ya. Wait so ya, babu, wait so ya.
Gbarnga City, Bong County. Specifically, we are at the Gbarnga City Hall, where we also have the service center. This is where 3 days of activities will be taking place for members of the Unity Party. This is a historic moment where we'll be hoping to see a transition from a standard bearer who is a president to a vice president, possibly, who is supposed to be the first policy of the Unity Party in the coming days. Today, there's going to be the official opening ceremony where you have Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sylvia addressing partisans of the party on the max made thus far as the Unity Party led Liberia for about 10 years. And also the chairman of the party, Councillor Vanny Sherman, will be telling the people of Liberia and the Unity partisans what achievements have been made by the party for the past 6 years, since 2010 years, assumed responsibility. On the back of that, there's also going to be a lot of activities that will lead to the election of 10 new officials that will include a Senate bearer, vice Senate bearer to lead the Liberian people and the Unity Party as a whole. So it's already a jam-packed event here. We've seen registration, portrait extravaganza. Vice President Joseph Bakalapo is here. I think he's the first senior government official that I can point to that I've seen here. Apart from that, because senators, representatives, and a lot of other partisans. I also saw some of the contestants. I haven't seen Raymond Pay yet. He's going on a post as chairman of the party. So keep watching LNTV News and we unfold these details as we unfold here at the Gbarnga City Hall in central Liberia, Bong County.
a rousing hand of applause in welcoming Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, President of the Republic of Liberia, and Senator of the Party, and accompanied by His Excellency Dr. Joseph Newman Bong, Vice President, Vice Senator of the Party. Let me get an applause for that. We now commence the formal opening ceremony of the Unity Party National Convention 2016 under the theme, Breaking Barriers for Peace and Progress, and our motto remains, one nation, one people, with liberty and justice for all. Held in Gbarnga City, Bong County, July 7th, at this time. For invocation, we'll now call on Partisan Elliot Moban, who's the chaplain of the Unity Party Bong County branch. You're welcome.
Pardon, we just want to say it again, we appreciate you this morning for the creation. We appreciate you for who you are. We appreciate you for the safe arrival of our partisans from the length and breadth of this particular nation. We have come to begin our national convention, and we deem it necessary to place this convention into that hands for your divine intervention and presence, Lord. Without you, we cannot permit this particular convention to be successful. We place it into that hand because you know everything. At this junction, we say thank you, take control as we begin this particular program. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, President. We'll now have welcome remarks, and that will be done by our own chairman of the Bong County branch of the Unity Party, Partisan Robert Wobet. Put your hands together for Partisan Robert Wobet.
I humbly wish to welcome you to the occasion of the National Convention 2016 of the Unity Party in Bong County. I wish to welcome our distinguished delegates who are the main focus in today's event. You are very important as the owner of this party. I also wish to welcome our highly working State Bureau, Vice State Bureau, National Chairman, the National Executive Leaders of the Unity Party, including our fellow political parties, Super Council. Our special welcome go to our esteemed guests for all over Africa and Europe, America, etc. Your presence here today will help shape the pattern behind the entire membership nationwide. You deserve to be commended for running one of the most disciplined, organized political party in Liberia. Your initiatives in this regard brought us to where we are today. Your efforts in this regard shall never be in vain. I say to you, as Bong and the chairman of the Unity Party, welcome to Bong County. All delegates, you are present here. Me and Lato, welcome, welcome, welcome.
We'll now have the overview of the Unity Party National Convention 2016, and I'm pleased and honored to invite on this podium Partisan Prince Kebwe, Representative District Number 2, Bong County, and Chairperson of the National Convention Committee 2016. You're welcome.
Let me thank you and congratulate you, firstly, the National Executive Committee, the leadership of the party across the country for the level of cooperation and collaboration accorded us so far, the National Convention Committee, which has resulted in the opening of a full-house convention. These positive responses and collaborative posture exhibited by all our party leadership at every level confirms that the Unity Party is indeed on the right trajectory for genuine reconciliation and party rebuilding, which is a positive sign of a successful 2017 elections. It further shows that our partisans across the country are committed to create a support the kind of Unity Party they desire for themselves and in the future. Fellow partisans, in line with Article 9, Section 1 of our party constitution, we have gathered here in Gbarnga City, Bong County for the next 3 days, principally to achieve the following. One, elect the standard bearer and national officers of the Unity Party for the ensuing election. Set broad-based policies, strategies, and programs for the ensuing elections, including the adoption of a platform for propagation during the campaign and for implementation when successful at the ensuing elections. And handle and pass upon any other matter which the convention deems relevant and appropriate for the governance of the Unity Party. Distinguished partisans, to achieve this, the convention will create the necessary atmosphere for a credible contestation that could produce a new standard bearer and the national leadership develop a roadmap for the pending national elections in 2017, review the party's constitution and platform, and fill in position within the national leadership of our party. Accordingly, to prepare ourselves for the task referenced above, the convention was accepting presentation from several party officials, including our national chairman and other national leadership, with reporting obligations on the party's 6-year activities on performance. Following the various presentations, discussions, and subsequent adoption of these performance reports, the next phase of our convention will focus on reports from several subcommittees, including the committee review, the Constitution Review Committee, the Platform Committee, and the Resolution Committee. Fellow partisans, after all of these discussions of issues that may arise from these various committees' reports, Day 3 of the convention will ascertain the adoptions of the final reports from the Constitution Review Committee and the Resolution Committee respectively. This will lead us to one of the most important aspects of the 2016 National Convention, beginning with the presentations of successful candidates by the chairperson of the subcommittee on election of the National Convention Committee. In line with the 2016 Unity Party National Convention Protocol, the national officers elect for 2016-2022 will be inducted by Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, presiding officer and president of the Republic of Liberia, who will, at that point of induction, be considered the outgoing standard bearer of the governing Unity Party. Fellow partisans, I know at the core of all of us hearts is the strong desire and determination to produce national officers that will lead us to victory in the ensuing 2017 presidential and representative elections. Something I believe in unity we can and we will. But let me remind all of us that the outcomes of all of our gathering will be validated not only on the basis of the huge crowd we have assembled, but will also be based on the peaceful and orderly conduct of our business within the next 72 hours. being very cognizant of the challenges that are normally associated with political contestations, we have deployed the necessary strategies and frameworks that will mitigate, if not avoid, some of the unnecessary election-related tensions. Our desire for a peaceful and credible convention is being prepared by the determination to keep Liberia very peaceful and stable. Distinguished partisans, in the spirit of rebuilding our party, coupled with our desire to make a peaceful and smooth transitional history in our party, which will eventually be translated on the national scene, we now therefore encourage all our partisans, both at home and abroad, to join us maintain the peace and sanity of our country. Finally, Madam Presiding, fellow partisans, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, reflecting on the 2016 convention theme, breaking barriers for peace and progress, we want to admonish every partisan to engage the convention with open hearts and minds to ensure sustained peace, unity, and progress within our party. The realization of the 2017 National Convention objectives, 2016 National Convention objective will be deepened to a large extent on rebuilding relationships, promoting institutional building, and shared value system that will be deeply bordered on integrity, discipline, hard work, and love for country. God bless the United Party. God bless the Republic of Liberia. Thank you very much.
We'll now at this time call on Policy Gloria Musu-Scott, Vice Chairperson for Inter-Party and National Elections Commission Affairs of the Governing Unity Party, to do for us the presentation of Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Standard Bearer of the Unity Party and President of the Republic of Liberia. You're welcome.
Something is happening in Liberia today. This day is indeed the day that God has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. And let me thank the committee for giving me this distinguished honor to be a part of this history-making event today, and for assigning me the task of presenting to this distinguished convention, this distinguished body consisting of guests, a piece of living history, a manifestation of what God can do, a manifestation in human form of the human will. I have been asked to present, like I said, a piece of history, a living history. But what can I say about her that you don't know? So much literature has been written about her. She has written her own book. Others are writing books. Others are writing books, and books will still be written. So I cannot come here and tell you when she was born, where she went to school. I cannot tell you that because it will be a waste of your time and my time, and you will get bored. But let me share with you why I say this is a piece of living history. And I will share with you my personal experience with her in presenting her to you. The first time I laid eyes on Mrs. Sirleaf was when she delivered the graduation, the commencement address of the College of West Africa. And I was so her impact on me was so profound because I had never seen a woman to make a political speech, to make a speech. I had female teachers, I had my mother, my grandmother, my stepmother, I had so many other people. I had Sunday school female teachers. But to make a serious speech about social events, about governance, she was the first I saw. And I said to myself, I want to be able to make a speech like that one day in my life. Thank you, Madam President, for inspiring me. What many of you don't know, Madam Sally's son and myself were classmates. We graduated from high school together. So I started to wonder because we're in the 11th grade when she did that speech. And we were told that she had just returned from school abroad, getting her master's degree. So I wondered, how did that happen? A woman, in fact, two of her children and I went to school, but Jeff and I were classmates. Charles was one class below us, her second son. I said, how she had these children to be here for the same age group, and she's still going to school. I said, so it's possible for women to get educated. I said, so this statement my mother been making to me, you will learn both. I don't care what happened, you will learn both. So it's possible. Even when you have children, it's possible. And as I grew older, I understood why it's possible. It's possible when you have that steel cable determination. I will succeed in life. I will reach my fullest capacity. Thank you. Thank you. So I held that determination, steel determination. No matter God brings to you, determination. Then 2003, when I left the court, I started wondering what party to join. She had come. 1997, she had come. I was at the election commission and I was watching her. So I said, I will follow her. This is my role model. I will follow her into Unity Party. So there were other people trying to convince me to join the other political party. You know, this country is a small country, we know each other. So one of them came and he tried to convince me, he couldn't. So I asked him, I said, well, you know her? Because I knew her from a distance. He said, yes, I know her. We grew up in Monrovia. After we became friends since we were 14. I said, hey, tell me about her. He said, one thing I will tell you. She has always wanted to be president of the Republic of Liberia. From the time we used to play, he told me, he said, she didn't play with the girls. We played tennis ball. We learned to ride bicycle. Bicycle, the 7 last people call it. But we call it bicycle. So we climbed the trees. She said she played with the boys. Said she looks like a woman, but she's a man in mentality. He said she's strong. He said don't watch her demeanor or looking so. He said inside there is steel. And madam, indeed, I have experienced there is steel. So it is really with humility. With extreme humility. And like I said, I feel honored to be the one to present to you someone who is created by God. Someone who had a vision way back then where their journey would end. Someone who kept the path of that journey, and irrespective of what was happening, her eye was on the mark. And that's something each time she went to jail, I was working public works. When we heard the news she was being released, I would be at the central prison. In Irene, we would be singing. When she got the releaser, we would be running behind the car until the car get on the side. So she has fought a good fight. And so, Madam, the convention, it is with distinguished honor that I present to you a piece, I keep repeating this, a piece of living history. Liberians don't know what they have. Other countries wish they had this piece of history in flesh and blood. Madam, thank you for Liberia and welcome to your platform. We are present here today, looking forward to tomorrow's event that will go down in the annals of history as we witness a formal passing of the torch. The history and formation of Unity Party is rich. Old Unity Party and new Unity Party have all combined to give us a good history. A history of hills and valleys, failures and successes, sorrows and joys. Where we were yesterday, when Gbarnga Polet formed the Liberia Unification Party, and Jackson Doe, the Liberia Action Party, and Jabaru Kalon, Joseph Kova, and Edward B. Kessley, the Unity Party. It was over 3 decades ago, and today it seemed like yesteryears. In 1997, as the first post-war election were held to herald peace, Unity Party and Liberia Unification Party combined, along with very many other broad-minded nationalists, to come together to make us runners-up in the elections of that year. Fellow partisans, we came close to the finish line in spite of the odds of war, because of courage and conviction of our leaders and the people who were united behind a cause. We did not have much money, but what we boasted of then and now was the commitment to see democracy at the ballot box. We were friends, and we believed and trusted each other. Today, many of those leaders are here, while some have taken the great leap into eternity, who continue to watch over Liberia in its stride to embrace democracy and bring peace to its people. The elections of 1997, some scholars may say, represented a false ray of hope amidst the social frustration in the period of the interregnum between war and peace. But that platform of courage, that audacity of hope, to use President Obama's phrase, ushered in the famous and remarkable historic moment that will be detailed in history long after today. One thing is certain, that place in history, the 2005 election, belongs to Unity Party. As we led the country to break the glass ceiling and usher in Liberia's and America's first elected woman president. This journey, if I were to ask Nelson Mandela, he would say it's a long walk to freedom. For Unity Party, it was the democratic freedom we needed to search for peace and work to rebuild our country. The 2000 elections gave hope to the Liberian people and brought out our women, first-time voters, the young and the old. We changed despair into hope. The first term of our government was not without its challenges. If we look back at where we came from, a shattered economy, broken and severely devastated infrastructure, bad roads, low and unpaid salaries for government employees, very low wages for the few in the private sector, dysfunctional school system at various levels, lack of basic services, and on from where we were in 2005. We could go down the rough edges of memories precisely because we as a party, a people, and a government have all worked to make the change. Today, it is easy to forget that past, but we know as a party and a people, we have persevered and we have overcome. We restored Liberia's creditworthiness and reputation today, and we can be very proud that once again, we can boast. We can go to the mountaintops and say, I'm proud to be a Liberian. At the international level, we transfigure a pariah nation into a place that the young could see a future in which the pen and voice have replaced the gun. We are of the firm conviction that it was the rugged path which we chiseled smoothly that saw us through from the first term to our re-election in the second term. In doing so, we witnessed the coming together of all of those whose paths the rivers of history join at various tributaries. A confluence took place in Gbarnga in 2010, when the three legs of our political future were once again firmly united into what is today the new Unity Party. The proud red rooster of LAP, the firmly clasped handshake of Luke, merged into the light green, white, and brown colors of peoples of various persuasions, blending together to lift Liberia. We dared on that path of our very challenging path into the future we did not fully anticipate, yet we walked together proudly as Unity Party. At all levels, party, government, and people to people, we have been challenged. It has been rough at times. We have persevered through tough times and we have overcome. There were times when it seemed like hell itself was breaking loose and the gutter could not hold. But as the great African-American poet of sainted memory would say, and still we rise. We won our second term and we came out stronger. Thus, over the last decade or nearly a dozen straight years, we can proudly say, with God above, we have done much in a short time, given from whence we came. It is always with a brush of history and philosophy that we are reminded that those who are not guided by their history, do not know their past, will see no path to the future, for they live for only today. I urge us all to be proud of our collective effort and the commonality of our achievements. We can enumerate them one by one and erect them as building blocks to claim the future around and secure the victory we must work to achieve. We have a government that has shown respect for the rule of law, and over the years, the judiciary and the entire justice system is active and everywhere to give confidence to the people. As we embarked upon another yet historic journey in our democratic development process, let me thank all hands for being on deck since our long walk started in 2003, following the forces that united in the 1997 election. We are reminded that the Ellen Joe team resolved to be responsive and responsible, determined in collective commitment to an all-encompassing aspiration for the betterment of our country and our people. We resolved that with Joe Boakai as our running mate, victory was indeed assured, as manifested in 2005 and 2011 respectively. I pay homage to you, Mr. Vice President, Mr. Standard Bearer, for loyalty and unqualified support during this Herculean journey to contribute to the growth and development of our party and our nation. It is a result of that loyalty that we have pledged our support to your candidacy to lead our party in 2020. Fellow partisans, the Unity Party, like any human institution, cannot be divorced of the politics of disagreements in order to finally agree for the greater good. We call this creative tension that does not degenerate into acrimony or bitter exchanges. But what we must always remain clear is our collective commitment to put the interests of the party above all other considerations. It is our action or inaction. We took certain decisions that might have affected some of our partisans in our line of national duty. We say for the greater good, let us put the past behind us. Let us commit to work together and unite in a strong and unwavering support to Vice President Joseph Newman Bong. The battle for 2017 is likely to be tumultuous. We cannot fold our hands, let alone take anything for granted. We must reach across the political aisles to break new grounds, cover more territory, forge new alliances, make new acquaintances, recalibrate previous strategies, and align and amalgamate our forces if victory must be ours. Let us collectively resolve to stand behind our chosen leader, Joe Boakai, to take us beyond where our means thus far have brought us amid our turbulent milestone. Let us work to ensure that the party becomes the bridge of continuity, sustainability, progress, and development for our country and its people. Let us be proud of the achievements of Unity Party and of the nation. Let us bolster that progress. Let us challenge any dissension, for it is the vehicle of progress that will take us to victory in 2017. May God continue to give us all the strength and the courage to put Liberia first, to work for Unity Party, to work for the good of our nation. God bless you.
We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Put your hands together for the celebrator.
I bring you greetings from the National Elections Commission family, particularly the chairman, Honorable Jerome G. Koboya, and member of the Board of Commissions of the National Elections Commission. We are here by their instruction to witness this auspicious convention and to ensure that your convention will follow all of the laws that govern your party and the laws of this country. We know Unity Party as one of the political institutions in the country that always abide by laws. We also convinced that this convention will follow all of the instruments that govern the Unity Party and the people of this country. At the end of the day, so that when you have succeeded in conducting this convention, all of your people will be united, and then in return, you can unite the people of this country. We hope that you will come from here without dispute or quarrel. Thank you so much for inviting us, and we are here, we are watching. Thank you.
For inviting other political parties to your convention. This to us is an indication that we take seriously the desire to live together to build Liberia. I bring you greetings from our political leader of the All Liberian Party, Honorable LNTV Uri. I also bring you greetings from our chairman, Honorable JSB Theodore Mama, and the partisans of the All Liberian Party. Someone before me said that this is history in the making. Indeed, it is history in the making. And we thank you for initiating history in the making. It is history because this political party has been blessed with a very smooth transition, handing leadership of the party over to another person. That's an example we need to keep copying. Thank you. And we believe, as partisans of the All-Liberian Party, we want to work with all Liberians and all political parties because it is only in living together we can lift this nation. And our standard bearer, our political leader, acknowledges that fact very well. As I take my seat, we pray for you people as you conduct the affairs of the convention these 2-3 days. For us, this is a first step in the making of the new history that a ruling party will be turning leadership over to an opposition party that the Liberian people will elect. And that's going to be history. So we thank God for this party that you like to set history, that you are going to make that history in 2018 when this leadership will be handing over to the leader that will be elected. Thank you. Have a wonderful time.
Because already you are addressing the Vice President, you say, Mr. Stenabero. So, Madam Stenabero and Mr. Small Stenabero. Well, that's the fun for it. We converged on this very hall on September 5, 2015 to launch the People's Unification Party in Bong County. The hall was saturated politically as it is now, but it was also traditionally saturated with a strong sense of traditional sacraments and representation of our tribal people. Today, that's barely 10 months and 2 days. We come back to this very hall. Takes time, honoring an invitation from the Unity Party. Again, for reasons that we have to elevate this hall into a historical shrine. Those reasons will soon begin to unravel themselves. Already, you have a Vice President Stenabero. When we look at this hall, we believe, therefore, by reasons of the two historical events, the one that is ongoing and the one we had in September, we do not see walls, we do not see room. We see a link between the Unity Party and the People's Unification Party. And for us, we're going to do everything that is in our power necessary to ensure that that link is used to transform our country and our people, to elevate our people to greater heights. Because you chose this place and we really extol that wisdom, we'd like to welcome the Unity Party to Gbarnga and welcome the Unity Party to Bong County. Welcome, Piaro, and please enjoy yourself. We are around. Ask us if need be. Thank you.
Today is a great day for this country. I am so pleased that I'm very proud to be part of this history. Because if history sends you back, President Tubman never turned over to another Stenabero. President Tubman never had the opportunity to do it. President Dole never had the opportunity to do it for his party. Charles Conga Taylor never had to do it, but who's doing it today? It's Unity Party. On behalf of the Unity Party, I want to say thank you for coming to the opening of our 3 days convention. We pray to God that while you travel back to Monrovia or wherever you're from today, we wish you a safe trip. May God bless this great nation. Thank you.
Members of the full estate, religious leaders, one and all, we've now come to the end of the formal opening ceremony of the Unity Party National Convention 2016. We will now have our benediction, but this time around for the representative from a Muslim faith.
Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Thank you.